He won $314 million and 18 months later he was living in his truck. Not because he lost the money in a bad investment. Not because someone stole it from him. He gave it away, spent it, drank it, and destroyed every relationship he had, all in less than 2 years. And if you think that's a one-time tragedy, stick around because what you're about to hear happens to almost 70% of lottery winners. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why winning millions of dollars overnight might be the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button right now because this channel breaks down the psychology behind money, fame, and success that nobody else talks about. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with the numbers, because they're almost impossible to believe. Studies have shown that a massive majority of lottery winners either go broke or end up worse off financially within just a few years of winning. That's not a small statistic, that's the norm. Winning the lottery isn't the fairy tale ending we've been sold our entire lives. For most people, it's the beginning of a slow, painful collapse. So why does this happen? Why would free money destroy someone's life instead of saving it? The first reason is something psychologists call sudden wealth syndrome. When a person's brain isn't prepared for an overnight jump in income, it doesn't know how to process it. Imagine spending 30, 40, 50 years thinking in terms of paychecks, budgets, and bills, and then suddenly, in one single moment, that entire mental framework becomes useless. The brain panics. It doesn't know how to make rational decisions anymore because it's never had to make decisions at this scale before. This is why so many winners make wild, impulsive purchases in the first few weeks. Mansions, sports cars, private jets. Not because they're foolish, but because their brain is desperately trying to catch up to a reality it was never built for. The second reason is even darker. Relationships collapse almost instantly. The moment someone wins big, they become a walking bank account to everyone around them. Family members reappear after years of silence. Old friends suddenly need just a small loan. Strangers write letters begging for help. And here's the twist. Winners who say yes get drained dry. And winners who say no get called selfish, greedy, and heartless by the very people who claim to love them. Either way, they lose. Marriages fall apart under the pressure. Friendships turn into transactions. Winners describe becoming isolated, paranoid, and unable to trust a single person around them because now every relationship comes with a question mark. Do they actually care about me or do they care about the money? Then there's the third reason, and this one might be the most brutal of all, loss of purpose. Human beings are wired to work towards something. We need goals, challenges, a reason to get out of bed. But when you suddenly have more money than you could spend in 10 lifetimes, that drive disappears. Winners have described feeling completely lost, waking up with nothing to strive for, no career to build, no bills to worry about, nothing pulling them forward, and when purpose disappears, depression creeps in fast. In fact, several lottery winners have taken their own lives within a few years of their win, because the thing everyone assumes will bring happiness instead brought emptiness. Now here's where it gets even more twisted. Winning the lottery doesn't just remove struggle, it removes identity. Before the win, a person might be known as a hard worker, a dedicated parent, someone building something from nothing. After the win, all of that gets erased, replaced by a single label, the lottery winner. Every decision they make afterward gets judged through that lens. Buy a house? Must be nice. Help a family member? They can afford it. Say no to someone? They got greedy. And there's no version of their life anymore that isn't filtered through the money. And that's an incredibly lonely place to exist. So does this mean money is the enemy? Not exactly. The real lesson here isn't that money ruins people. It's that unprepared people get ruined by money. The winners, who actually kept their fortunes and built stable, happy lives, had one thing in common. They slowed down. They didn't touch a single dollar for months. They hired financial advisors before making a single purchase. They kept their circle small and protected their mental health like it was worth more than the winnings themselves. Because it was. And that's the real twist of this entire story. The dream we've been sold, the idea that money alone equals happiness, is one of the biggest lies our society tells us. Because real security doesn't come from a check with a lot of zeros on it. It comes from mindset, from patience, from knowing who you are before life changes everything around you. If this video opened your eyes to something you never thought about before, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel because we're just getting started. And the next story might shock you even more.